Hi guys, my name is JohnRhoda and I'm the CEO of Printivo. I'm also a co-founder just like my other guys here. We started Printivo about a year and some months ago, and it's been a very interesting journey. Where we are now, I don't know if my co-founders have told you, that is the digital print room, and this is where a whole lot of madness, I like to use the word madness, happen. We get most of our order from online. Customers can sit in the comfort of their house, their offices, place orders online, and within days we get to print and ship to them. That makes the real difference between having to leave your house to go find a printer, find a designer, find somebody to sort your print needs, comparing that with the possibility of sitting at the comfort of your house to actually print your business cards, print your flyers, print your letterhead, print your gift items, brochures, greeting cards, mugs, name it. And that's the real thing that sets Printivo apart. I think all my life I've been a risk taker. From when I was very young, I've gone all out to do extremely risky things. Like starting a business at 17, like leaving home to go to University of Lagos to go sell cards against what the security people might do to you. Like traveling from Lagos to Ilorin to go run a greeting card business. I don't know about Deji, but I think Deji likes to take risk too, considering what has been.
I've always been a risk person, but I'm a little bit on the conservative part. I take risk a lot, and I always love being at the background.
Well, for me, I'm also a risk taker, but I wish I discovered myself earlier, just like the CEO. I wish I discovered myself earlier because I was so troublesome. I was a troublesome person as a kid, but I remember I have passion for beautiful things like design, sketching, taking pictures all around. I think that will drive me into graphic design, and here we are today.
This is your customer happiness unit where your mails and your calls are being received. And this is the creative section where we have the creative team doing your artwork.
I call this place our factory, and at the same time I call it a strong room, because this is where I'm always assured when my job comes down here, customers are going to be very, very happy. And if the job got messed here, we make sure we don't ship it at all than to ship a rubbish job to the client. And that's why I'm always in between my system over there and in between the factory. If you can't see me in the on my desk, this is where you find me, because I always monitor every job to make sure they come out the same way they were on the system.
And basically what we do here, that's the guy doing the finishing there. He's doing the finishing work. This is where we do the laminating. This is the smaller laminating machine, and this is the industrial laminating machine. And this is where we have the big press. This is where we have the MO machine, 2 colors. That's what runs all these jobs. The bigger posters, the tote bags, the brochures. This is the machine that runs it. And that's the last but not the least is the cutting machine. This is the machine that gives you all the shape of all the materials you want. After all the process, this is the man that shape it out.
The brand Printivo is all about fulfilling the customer's need. And when I say customers, I mean the small business who is looking for where to print business cards, the startup who wants to print just a couple of flyers to push our business, the young entrepreneur who just wants to get a logo, get a business card, get a flyer, get very short ones of letterhead, get one roll-up banner to push our business at a conference. And that's how we've started, that's how we've grown with our customers. Looking at where we're coming from and where we're going, Printivo is moving towards becoming the #1 print company in Nigeria and going into the #1 print company across Africa as a whole. We are building a brand that is concentrated on making printing easy for small-scale business owners and eventually other businesses across the entire ecosystem as a whole. I would say beyond being a printing company, we are a tech-driven organization. If you look at our entire operational system, from how our customers come in, from how the orders come in, from how the orders are treated, from how the orders are shipped, our entire order fulfillment process wrapped around the technology we've built so far, so that we are still optimizing over time. We make use of a lot of tech here, from our marketing, from social media platform, digital marketing, and all, to our operational side of the business where the print is actually being done. So it's tech inside and tech outside. It's tech all over. Everything we've been doing at Printivo has actually been backed and pushed by technology. When we're starting Printivo, one of the first questions we asked ourselves is that we are not just starting a business that is app-driven. We are starting a business that has an online phase and an offline expression where we are going to be doing a lot of capital expenditure. And as at that time, it was obvious that we didn't have everything we need to get this thing done, to take this business off the ground. But one of the questions we asked ourselves is that if we can actually do the little one, start as small as possible, being able to fulfill customers' basic needs, we can grow with those sales and then scale over time. So we're coming into the business, we pull funds from the old business and invested our own funds to start with the business. And few months down the line, we were able to win the Etisalat Top Idea Innovation Award, where we got some funds, some grants, and it went straight into the business. Everything going into the business. And then between then and now, it's from the day one to this moment, the customer has always been our number one funder, right? They've funded the business by patronizing us, by believing in us, by learning to trust us, by sometimes even taking our flaws and you know, both of us turning it around into something good. Eventually, some months ago, we were able to raise venture capital funding from Echo VC, and then with that, we are driving the next to the next milestone for the business. Well, one thing I've learned in life is that everything becomes difficult before they eventually become easy. In fact, they don't first become difficult. They first become impossible. Then eventually, when you get at it, they start looking difficult. They're no longer impossible, they become difficult. And eventually, if you continue, it moves from being difficult to being easy. So as a CEO, I got a whole lot of responsibility on my shoulders. We have a business to build, we have a team to look after, we have thousands of customers to make happy who have expectations of us while we are building a business. We got to be happy, and that's it.